Gowanus is a historically industrial neighborhood that has been the subject of a rezoning battle since 2016. Unlike most neighborhoods in Brooklyn, Gowanus has become less diverse with its increasing gentrification in the past few years. Already, Quinton Development Group, Domain Companies, and the Voria Group plan to build new apartment units in the area now that the rezoning has gone through. However, opposition groups fear that bringing in luxury housing and more people will drive out the minorities and small businesses already there, and believe that Gowanus, which was never densely built up and only has around 25,000 residents today, can't sustain the changes that would come with rezoning.
We believe that upzoning high-income neighborhoods and requiring affordable housing as part of that is good policy, and it's necessary to ensure that all neighborhoods are participating in the in affordable housing production.
There are plans to build about 8,500 new apartments, 3,000 of which would be set aside for low and moderate income New Yorkers. There are additional plans to build green infrastructure, clean up land adjacent to the canal and the canal itself, and create mixed-use spaces.
Affordable housing generally can really boost the economy. 100 units of affordable housing generates 230 construction jobs and $46 million in economic activity, and which would be really helpful considering where our economy is right now.
City Council members Brad Lander and Steve Levin have voiced support for the project so long as budgets are provided for housing and mixed-use spaces, and Mayor-elect Eric Adams has expressed support for the rezoning, but affordable housing construction and repairs must be prioritized. However, many local residents, some of whom have formed the opposition group Voice of Gowanus, feel that the rezoning would be detrimental to the neighborhood and that it won't bring what people need.
The first thing that caught my eye was the jeopardy of the market forces that would be unleashed by the rezoning. The lack of care that I felt was put into evaluating arts and music also was represented on more urgent topics like health and the environment. They've created a narrative around affordable housing. They've also amped up the urgency of it. We're not looking strongly at really the amount of rich white people that they are actively courting to try to bring into this neighborhood, because that's how the rezoning works. It really revolves around luxury.
Additionally, the group believes that the EIS submitted for the rezoning's ULURP reviews did not take into account everything realistically.
They do not do cumulative impact analysis. They do not add up all of the development and the loading and that sort of thing that's going to go on either in the water or the air. So if you're not adding up how many more vehicles and how many more homes with gas stoves and all of those things and how much more electricity that has to be produced in the gas plants, if you're not being transparent and fully disclosing those numbers, then you are leaving major gaps in your environmental impact statements and you're not telling the truth about your compliance record under the Clean Water Act.
The city has given more funding than city council members have asked for a public housing project, and ULURP review meetings were conducted via Zoom due to the pandemic. Additionally, Lander's incoming successor, Shahana Hanif, opposed the rezoning during her campaign, and it's uncommon for a rezoning to be approved without the support of the incoming council member. The final approval from the city council is good news for developers who have already started sinking money into their projects as they begin to acquire land to build upon. Check back in with The Real Deal for updates on the new developments to come with this rezoning.